Hey everyone, Meteorologist Sabrina Bates here on your Saturday, January 13th. I see a lot of people have hopped on. I wanted to wait a second before I really break into the forecast, just because I know so many of you want to know what is going to be going on with the weather. I hope the audio is okay. Our normal piece of equipment that gets our sound and our audio is not working right now, so hopefully y'all are able to hear me just okay. Let me know if there are any questions with the forecast or anything, and I'll try to get to those as well. So, big thing that I'm watching for this upcoming winter weather event, which will be Sunday, trailing into Monday, is going to be two different things. I'm looking at dangerous cold with below zero wind chills, bitterly cold weather. That's number one. Two is going to be accumulating snow. And I mention one as the cold because I do think the cold really is going to be, and the wind chills, a bigger impact for everyone across the state compared to the snow. That doesn't mean not everyone, that doesn't mean you're not getting snow, but the cold, it's just so dangerously cold outside. In fact, we take a look at wind chills right now. It is 10 to 20 below zero right now. It is cold. And I say that, I grew up in Chicago. This is cold. This is cold, cold, cold. We're looking at still these wind chill warnings, advisories, not just tonight, not just tomorrow night, but actually through middle of the day on Tuesday. So cold sticks around. Dangerous to be outside in this sort of weather. You get frostbite so quickly. But we do have a winter weather advisory, also known as a travel advisory, just to let us know, hey, there is going to be some snow in these areas, in the purple at least, and that could cause some problems on the roadways, right? So you're looking at that from OKC, Enid, Stillwater, Ponca City, over towards Tulsa. Now, if you go over into Arkansas, that's where they are going to be expecting much more snow than us. One thing we're going to be battling here in Oklahoma, and you'll notice that with the trends really of our snowfall totals, is that we have a lot of dry air. Dry air combined with cold air means a lot of times not enough snow, not a lot of snow in plain and simple terms. One thing we'll be battling with this dry air is that there's actually going to be a layer above us in the atmosphere that is some dry air. Snow will try to fall. Some of it will actually evaporate, would be a good way to put it, and it's not going to necessarily make it to the ground. We'll see how much actually can, but that dry air, we're going to be battling it for a good portion of tomorrow. Another thing is, it's just going to be cold, and a lot of times, just the way I think of it very simply is the colder the temperature is, the more fluffy and almost like a Colorado snow, like a very fluffy, powdery snow. That's what you see when it's especially cold outside. Well, that's going to be the case for us. So we are looking at, once again, more of those powdery snow chances. And with that, with the winds, I would at least expect some of the snow to be blown around for tomorrow. Here's the latest look at our snowfall totals. I know a lot of people are, confused a bit because maybe KOCO here showed closer to 2 to 3 a few days ago. Keep in mind, there's a range here we're showing you. We're looking at from northern Oklahoma down to the northeast side of the OKC metro, even over towards Tulsa, around 1 to 3 inches. That's really not that different than what we were showing about a day or two ago. Now, far northeast Oklahoma, they do have the chance for higher totals, a bit more than 3 inches. But one thing is, OKC here you can see is really on a line where some of us, if we get a good snow band, could be seen closer to 2 to 3. Some of us only a brief dusting. And really that's what we're going to be watching for tomorrow. Much of tomorrow is going to be more of the flurries, the lighter snow accumulation. So for the most part, our roads, if we have some of that blowing snow, shouldn't be terrible. But, I say but, because if you get a heavier snow band, if that snow really is able to accumulate and you're in an area that just more micro-wise does not get a ton of windy weather, you have more trees blocking it, etc., you will see that snow, even a brief dusting, accumulate on the roads and cause slick spots. We even saw back on Tuesday slick spots on the roadways, which is a very, very brief dusting of snow in the OKC area. So even though it's showing a dusting, doesn't mean that there won't be slick spots. So just keep that in mind, something we're watching very closely here. Here has been my main information that I've sort of been putting out. We're going to be watching here again tomorrow for some of those slick spots, more of that dusting to 1 inch for OKC, and tomorrow morning it is going to be cold, cold, cold. All right, everyone, I actually have to hop off here because we have the news coming up in about a minute or two. So be sure to tune into KOCO on your app or on the TV. I'll be able to break down more of this weather and how long this cold will be lasting. I will see you all over there very shortly. Oh, I didn't even notice. So sorry, but it says OKC earthquake on the bottom. Forgot to change that from last night. No earthquake or anything. That was all in the last about 24 hours. I will see you all over on TV here in the next few minutes.